Call to order, Newcastle County Council Executive Committee meeting, Tuesday, April 22nd, 2014, 4 o'clock, conference room. Today we are joined by Council Member Sheldon, Cartier Street, Smiley, Diller, Retta, Bell, Kilpatrick, and Council President Bullock, and my aide, Anthony Dufour. Approval minutes for April 8th, 2014. Minutes.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Agenda item number 3, Order 14-101. Reappointing Christopher Simon to Newcastle County Ethics Commission. Councilmember Kilpatrick.
Thank you. This is a reappointment, so obviously he is not here for an interview. This is the gentleman that was appointed, and we had the wrong branch of government on the resolution, so we, appointed him once, we reappointed him under the right resolution, and now this is his actual reappointment. His term is up.
Okay, thank you. Any comments or questions on the reappointment? Seeing none, thank you, Councilmember Kilpatrick. Joining us is Councilmember Hollins. Agenda item number 4, R14-107, request Newcastle County Council implement both live and video on demand video broadcast of all publicly advertised Newcastle County Council meetings. Mr. Weiner, is he here?
No.
Do not see him.
No.
We will move on. Mr. Weiner is not here. For number 5, I will read for the record, R14-108, request Newcastle County Council implement video on demand broadcast of all publicly advertised Newcastle County Council meetings. Mr. Weiner is not here. Agenda item number 6, ordinance 14-027, amend the pay plan and rates of pay for the unspecified temporary seasonal and part-time recurring employees of Newcastle County. Mr. Smiley.
Yes, Mr. President, this would increase the minimum wage for Newcastle County summer and seasonal workers to $10.10 per hour, which is a fair but still not livable wage. But I will say that, and these employees also do not receive the benefit of participating in the county pension or health care plans. So although they'll be going to 1010 under the new plans coming out, they're still going to be responsible to purchase health care, have health care, or pay a penalty to the federal government if they don't meet certain guidelines. So, but it is an increase. It is a step in the right direction for our society.
Thank you, Mr. Smiley. Any comments or questions, Councilmember Bell?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Rather than wait till tonight, I'd certainly like to be considered to be added to that this particular piece of legislation. I think when you look at temporary seasonal, they involve, if I'm not mistaken, some of our youth programs. And as Councilman Smiley mentioned, it's probably not where we want it to be, but any improvement in that area to help, sustain our youth. There's a lot of folks that work during the summer to try to put money away for their future education. And so I certainly not only support it, I'd like to be part of it.
Thank you. Anyone else like to be added?
Sure.
Could we say all council?
Probably
please?
all council.
Yeah,
Sure.
all council. Thank you so much. Duly noted, Anthony. All council. Thank you. Councilmember Street.
Well, I'm glad, and I had quite frankly had thought about it till Councilman Bell mentioned, that this would include our youth workers and young people, which is all the more reason I'm going to come forward and give my office money and probably some additional money to the work program. But I have flashbacks to 20 years ago when I was Parks Director and for the city, and thinking about how unfair I thought it was as Parks Director, with people out in the parks working as hard as they were working, cutting grass and cutting trees and all that seasonal work that nobody wants to do for the little bit of money we were paying them. So it's not a livable wage, as Councilman Smiley indicated, but it denotes progress, and I'm proud and pleased to add my name to be a sponsor to it.
Thank you, Councilman Street. Councilmember Hollins.
Thank you, Mr. President. I support it as well for the obvious reasons mentioned by my colleagues here. But I'm still not clear if we actually cover all of the summer youth employees with this initiative, because so much of that money comes from through the state of Delaware, and I don't know if actually what we're doing here would cover summer youth. If it does, that's great, but I'm not certain if that's the case.
Any finance chairs want to chime in, or administration? Mr. McDonald?
I can find out the answer for you probably within 10 minutes.
Thank you.
That would be good, because I think when the analysis was done by the county, we did include those people who are working for the county that are seasonal, but the summer youth program is a separate entity and a separate funding, and may or may not be covered, so we need to be clear.
Thank you. Mr. Smiley, Mr. Cartier.
No, my outreach was going to be, I was going to call Mr. McDonald.
Thank you. Mr. Cartier.
I guess the definition of, whether the summer youth are considered county employees, seasonal employees or not, it's a legal definition. That's where we're gonna need, some legal opinions on that.
We look forward to hearing from the administration.
Yeah, I look forward to it, because I would venture it's going to fall under what guidelines the state has for
The
the funds that they
funding source,
contribute,
yeah.
because the
Right.
fact that they would fall under our workman's comp would make them a county employee, but what their requirements are in giving their funds, so, 10 minutes you got.
Mr. McDonald?
I just know that when we did the calculations, we used
We
them
included
in
them.
the equation, but I'll just verify the fact that we are paying them a pay rate.
We may have to supplement with their amount.
Councilmember Street.
On behalf of my children, I would argue, before you make a decision or make a determination, that if we cut the check, we have to follow our law.
Thank you. Thank you for a healthy discussion.
We got the DNA results back, huh?
Agenda item 7, ordinance 14-0, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mr. President, I would just state for the record that the agenda list 14-003 and 14-020 is still being on the table, and since the sponsor is not present, I suggest we just move to number 9.
Yes.
That's what I was going to
Oh, my apologies, sir.
Fine. Everybody good with that?
There was no discussion.
No discussion. All right. Agenda item 9, furlough days for council employees. I have something to share with you. Local 459, local 3109, and non-union employees have been granted 5 furlough for fiscal year 2014 and 5 furlough days for fiscal year 2015. I move that we grant county council employees 5 furlough days for FY 2014, 5 furlough days for FY 15, all to be used by June 30th, 2015.
Okay.
Second the motion.
We heard that a motion from me, it's been second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any questions? Being none, thank you.
How you gonna call for the question after you call for the vote?
Presidential privilege.
In case you want to question the vote.
Back on that.
I'm sorry, you walked in there, I'm sorry. Anything
You
else?
opened it, I opened the door.
Yeah, I'm sorry, brother.
You came through it
That's
massive.
all right, we're matched. That's all right.
Let's get going.
We've just,
Don't go there.
ad nauseam, yes.
President Pro Tem, other, Mr. Holland, you have something on the other?
Yes, Mr. President, thank you very much.
Say I adjourn. Quick, adjourn.
Now we're going to
Second.
end up back.
I just wanted to let council members know that I was selected to be one of the Lions and Legends this year for the Wilmington Urban League. And as part of that, they do a video of the recipients of that award, and they want to do a 2-minute video of me in action. So they would have their contractor here this evening, and they would shoot me for perhaps a couple of minutes, and it would be part of what they present at the banquet on May 22nd. So if you see someone, and I did alert Jim Boyle that they will be coming in this evening, and they would focus on me for just a few minutes to make this presentation. And I wanted to let council members know that it's not a part of OK Video and what Councilman Wine is doing. It's just a separate thing for the Urban League.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Councilmember Street, Councilmember Smiley.
Well, since he mentioned it, I will also be being interviewed on behalf, to bring remarks on behalf of another recipient, Dr. Joseph Johnson. And so they'll be having some discussion with me either before or after they interview Councilman Hollins. And congratulations on your
Thank you very much.
well-deserved
And I
award.
forgot to mention that last year, Councilman Street was in fact honored for his work that he's doing in the schools with education.
Yes. And I've already conducted my interview. I didn't want him to do it here.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Councilmember Smiley.
The unspoken request for me to keep my comments to myself during this time this evening is not spoken and requested but understood. I'll be nice. For 2 minutes.
Thank you. Anything else on the other? Public comment? Seeing none.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, then. Thank you.